Welcome back to New England Living. I'm Rachel Holt. Up next, we're heading to Lowell to visit the art and soul of the Mill City. Jim Grace is the Executive Director of the Arts and Business Council of Greater Boston, the group responsible for preserving Western Avenue Studios. This is one of the largest independent artist communities in the entire country. What is the environment like here?
These are really small businesses, and so you can have a creative community that some people want to just be left alone, other people want to do open studios, other people are doing work in collaboration with other artists in the building or the greater community. So that's the beauty of it, is it's a living organism in many ways of creative professionals. The ability to preserve spaces where art is made, not just seen, is part of our mission at the Arts and Business Council. This really goes back to the legacy of the founder of Western Ave Studios, Carl Frey. He really built this so that it would be permanently affordable, and we partnered with him to make that happen. We've been losing these kind of industrial places where art is made for the past 20 or 30 years. And so the ability to preserve this as a safe, affordable space for the arts is fantastic.
Tell me about the different artists that we can find here.
It runs the gamut. This is truly a workspace. So of 375 artists, there are crafts, there's fine art, photography, ceramics, steel, jewelry. We have artists doing all types of mediums here.
And this is open to the public, so people are encouraged to come in here and take a look around, right?
The first Saturday of every month is open studios. So yes, the public is welcome to come and meet the artists and come to their studios. We hope you meet interesting people and fall in love with an artist and hopefully support their practice.
Queen Alote Papo is an entrepreneur and designer who has used her studio space to start her own fashion brand. You've been here 5 years. What does this space offer you as a designer?
For a creative like myself, offers that community, that creative community, which is like really hard to come by. From having people to bounce ideas off, also getting people to just inspire you to even go beyond what you have to offer, and then just having a place where you have contemporaries who can kind of cheer you on is a great space to have and to be in.
The colors, the patterns, they're also fun. Tell us about Queen Adeline.
Queen Adeline is a sustainable fashion studio brand that creates wearable art for the woman on the go. I'm designing from my African heritage. I come from Ghana, where you would go to the market and you would see these women very vibrantly dressed. I just went back to that inspiration of that market woman back home in Ghana.
This is all wearable art. What goes into the design?
So for me, the fabric always tells a story, and so it always starts with the fabric. The textile tells you what I want to be. I want to be a shirt, I want to be a gown, I want to be a stole, like whatever the print and the textile tells you, that's where we begin. The main focus for me is it needs to be functional, wearable art. And so as I get carried away with all the possibilities of that textile, I just always bring myself back to basic. I want this person to be able to wear this every day and to feel like it's fully functional.
For you, what do you love the most about having your own clothing brand?
Most importantly, the fact that I am able to offer people a piece of that joy I have, to be able to go out there, to be themselves, to express themselves fully through colors, through clothing. It's a very big part of what I do. It's not fast fashion that's going to be discarded, but it's something that's going to be part of their memories, brings me joy, and I'm more than happy to pass on that joy to the next owner of that piece.
Another one of Western Avenue's thriving artists is Bill Hecht, founder and creator of the Robotorium. The fact that this is open to the public and people are encouraged to take a walk through and poke their head in and see you at work, what does that offer you as an artist?
It allows you to engage people about your work. And the fact that Western Ave is open every month, and every month you get to meet people to come in and talk about your art and just get to look at their reactions when they see what you do is really kind of fun. I just enjoy engaging people about art and talking to them about both what I do and what people in this building do. Art is something people do because of their passion. They're driven by something that it's very hard to quantify in words, why you do this. And to be able to have not only a space that's affordable, but a space where you're surrounded by almost 300 other artists is not only like a gift, but it's informative to the work that you do.
Yours is definitely very unique. How did you get into robots?
As a child, I envisioned a future where I'd be surrounded by robots. So effectively what I decided to do was just build the future that I thought I would have, and that's kind of what I'm doing. I mean, these definitely have an aesthetic of somewhere between mid-century modern, probably most of the material I use is somewhere between the 40s and 70s, and that drives its aesthetic appearance. Mostly it's old test equipment, and there's something that resonates with me about the kind of mad scientist thing.
They are also different. They all have different names. What is the design process like?
I'll find a piece that I like and say, that's a body. From there, it's just taking everything else I have and seeing what works. Sometimes a lot of the creative process is just sitting at the bench, taking one piece and sticking it on, and another one and putting it on and seeing if they'll work together. There's a lot of thought and effort and energy goes into just how to make it a uniform whole based on what that piece is telling me.
What is it like being surrounded by other artists as you're creating your artwork?
And I don't want this to sound trite, but it's magical. It really is magical. I mean, they're opening, they're welcoming. Everybody wants to know everybody here, and everybody has taken a different path to becoming an artist. And learning about those backgrounds and learning about why that they're here is just, it's wonderful. I mean, this whole community is just, I don't know, it's just amazing. I kind of run out of superlatives. It's fantastic. It's just the people in this building are open, they are collaborative, they're dedicated to both their craft, but they're also dedicated to advancing the craft of the people around them. It's really just wonderful.
Coming up next, part fashion, part function, we're keeping our artistic juices flowing with a visit to a world-renowned hat shop offering up a bit of style and personality. When New England Living returns after this.